Let's see what we can do. I think I'm going to change a little bit my equipment very quickly. I think I'm not going to use this sword with Severan because I think I will be using damage. Because I need to inflict damage on myself, to inflict damage on enemies, and this sword will reduce my damage. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to give it to Heinrichs, and I think I'm going to use this one for now. It's a good one for him. Also, I'm going to change my helmet. Maybe let's choose another order. I'm going to choose this one. Cassia, she needs to use this one, the monocle. Let's equip it. I want also to change what Vesper is wearing. And I'm going to give this one to Echo. I think this is better for him. Because this one is more offensive, but I don't have a lot of offensive powers with Heinrichs. With Vesper, I have a lot of them, so let's do this. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, I think I can sell this one. This one is weak now. I think I'm going to change also something with Argenta. Let's do this now. I think I need to do... Yeah, I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to give this pendant to Pascal. Okay? And one more thing. I'm going to sell 3 items, and this is it. Yeah, I don't need this. Add to cargo, and add to cargo. Let me check again. Yeah, it's not useful anymore. Okay, we are good to go, I think. So the main goal, or the first goal for this episode, is to reach or find at least one seal for this quest, Mercatum Tabula Officiale. This is the goal. Let's go to Langren's belt. Lord Captain, urgent report. We have received an astropathic message from Regent Aronto Orsilio. The navigators are concerned about the fate of Cassia, who disappeared from Urag 5. The Regent is requesting an update on her current status, and he has also inquired about the possibility of a personal meeting to negotiate and to arrange the return of the Lady Navigator to her house. I'm intrigued. The psycho-emotional coding of the received message betrays acute concern, and it also contains something that the astropath have failed to put into words. If you will excuse my forthrightness, I feel it is necessary to tell House Orsilio the truth. Otherwise, a conflict with the Nabis nobility is possible, which, given the current state of the Coronus Expanse, will only play into the hands of the enemy of the Imperium. How did House Orsilio even learn that I have Cassia? I wish I knew, Lord Captain. It is troubling indeed. Perhaps we have a spy on board, or Regent Aronto is bluffing. In either case, I believe we should respond. Navigators are extremely powerful and useful allies to have. I don't think I'm going to lie. Tell House Orsilio that Cassia is safe and that the rogue trader would be honored to meet in person. I will see to it, Lord Captain. The astropath will transmit your consent. Representative of House Orsilio will be waiting for you on the capital world Dargonis. Receiving members of the Navis nobility is always a delicate matter. Please make sure to discuss the details of this meeting with your Chancellor upon arrival. I will do it. Okay. So, this is a new quest. Longren's Belt. Do I have something to do over there? I don't think... no, I think everything has been done over here. Let's continue. So, Nameless Star. I guess the quest is here maybe. I will check this later. Let's go with this one. Let's swap trouble. Oh, and I forgot to do something. Let's chart new routes. And I need to check also my colonies. Let's do that now. An incredible find has been made on Fullstone, Lord Captain. A lost volume of Saint Keith's diary has been discovered during the restoration of his crypt. By following the saint words, the Order of the Hammer was able to find a cryptoar containing a tech relic of Saint Conatius, the Crucible. Keith's writings on it are vague. It is called the Sculpture and Transformer, granting life and grace. The explorators have sent a delegation to lay claim to the treasure, which has sparked a heated dispute that has been going on for many days. What are the main points of the dispute? The tech priests claim that the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus oblige the Order of the Hammer to hand any sacred archaeotech over to them. They argue that the Crucible should be considered not a personal possession of the saint, but rather an object temporarily entrusted into his care. The Order of the Hammer reject this thesis, insisting that the right to care for such sacred objects belong to the ecclesiastes cults, and since Conatius was canonized, then the Crucible should be regarded as a blessed relic, not archaeotech. How fierce are the deliberations? Quite. The discussions have been happening now for more than 8 cycles, without interruption. Both sides have provided more than 100 experts on scholarly wisdom, and law have put forward around 4,000 theses, arguments, and testimonies. A special administratum commission, comprised of 200 armed clerks, has arrived to pass a verdict and enforce the law. They may well be the largest religious dispute in the Expanse history. This is serious. Prelate Lunyalia is vehemently defending the rights of the Order and seems to have managed to instill a touch of righteous fear into the explorators. Perhaps it will keep them from taking revenge if the dispute does not conclude in their favor. What say my companions? It is likely that the research contained in the ancient treatises and archival repositories of the Adeptus Mechanicus will provide factual information on similar precedent. I can spare some of my computing power to find such a case and provide my brothers and sisters with the information that is necessary to win the dispute. I believe that the chronicles of the Amalinian conclave describe mystical miracles witnessed by zealots while praying at an ancient banner of Saint Capius. Should the Crucible perform a similar miracle, then no doubts will remain that it is indeed a holy relic and not the property of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Sherin, do you know the best motivation to make your enemies ripe for the compromise? The danger of losing any thought of benefit. It is within your power to take the Crucible for yourself, using the privilege of your warrant, if you so desire. Why do you not imply such a possibility to the parties involved? Okay, Tech Litany, what is it? This complete collection of tech litanies is a token of gratitude from the explorators to the rogue trader for giving them the right to take charge of the crucible on Fullstone. The ship's tech priest dutifully recite these litanies over the ship's weapons. All void ship weapons except torpedoes gains plus 3% to critical hit chance and plus 3% to critical damage. Interesting, but not crazy good. Grant plus 20 Lore Imperium. The wearer gains plus 4 armor and deals plus 4 critical damage to Xenos and demons. Also, they can reroll a fail test once per level. I like this one. It's Lore Imperium. I mean, this is really good for J. Okay, this is really good for J. And let's check this one. Medkits always heal more wounds. No, but it's not really good. I'm not an iconoclast. I think I'm going to go with Persuasion because of the item I am collecting. Let's see if it's not out of character. Yeah, let's go with this. Cassia has brought up an interesting idea. Let a commencing miracle happen that would prove that this crucible is a true relic. Now I feel uneasy at the thought that I have become the mastermind of this deceit. After some time, the crucible revealed a miraculous vision. Sacred images of martyrs appeared before the awestruck witnesses and blessed the ancient artifact. And even though some claimed to have caught a glimpse of some suspicious individuals operating lens machines, most of those present acknowledged the fact of this miracle and the status of the crucible as a relic. Good. The explorators have made peace with their loss and asked permission to conduct several of their own rituals with the crucible. When the tech liturgies had been completed, the tech priest departed Fullstone. Good. Research into the crucible has identified it as a device for surface terraforming. Fueled by the geothermal energy of the planet, it could turn a wasteland into a blooming garden. However, a way to launch it has yet to be found. Interesting. So what can we do over there? What is it? Whenever the wearer kills their target with a melee attack, all enemies in a 2-cell range around the wearer suffer 4 mental damage. Could be good for Heinrichs, I suppose. Yes, it's based on willpower, so I like this one. Let's see if I can do something else. I can't for now. This is the only one I can do? Okay. Let's go then. Your Lordship, Janus is reporting about a disaster. Ghostly Xenos figures that appear at dusk and go away at dawn. In a ravenous swarm, they attack one agricultural facility each night, freezing everything they touch. The attacks take place in the complexes closest to the uncontrolled sector of the planet, where nature itself has turned against us. Fortunately, not too many facilities were damaged. Our irreconcilable struggle has moved the borders of the affected sector. The important production lines have survived. Governor Wyatt claims that she is capable of dealing with this herself. Her servants are already getting ready to conduct some sort of procedure that will pacify the spirits. What do we know about this wraith? Not much. They are incorporeal and difficult to discern, but they happen to have elderly features. The spirits draw the warmth out of humans, plants, and inanimate objects, but it seems they do not hunt consciously, but rather they simply do not notice anything in their way. At dawn they dissolve into mist. The wraiths also differ among themselves. Some are as dark as the void, some others shine like the stars in the night sky. What is spawning this wraith? Is it the corrupted sector? It is likely. They gather at its borders. at the break of dawn and whirl in a wild dance, howling and destroying all living things, then disperse into thousands of fading flashes. The agricultural facilities that happen to be in the way of their dance fall into disrepair. Sometimes something is not right. The wraiths appear on the planet's outskirts and rush toward the heart of the contaminated region, instead of invading from within it. Furthermore, their differences may suggest that there are two groups of wraiths opposing each other. Thank you, Jay. What think my advisors? When dealing with Xenos, one should be prepared for the manifestation of all sorts of ominous mysteries. There is a whole castle of specialists among the cold traders who use rituals to expel spirits from Xeno artifact. There is a whole cast, not castle. Perhaps we should ask these Xeno worshippers? After certain events on board, I became interested in ghosts. I bought a book on footfall, an illegal one, of course, that describes a so-called ritual of silence. It's said to be able to pacify violent spirits on the scale of an entire world, but I can't vouch for the safety of this ritual. Instead of relying on wicked ways to solve these problems, it could be better to turn to our good priests. They are skilled exorcists in the ecclesiarchy, who know how to drive out dark spirits. What do you have to offer? The wearer's non-attack psychic powers cost -1 AP less during the wearer's first turn in combat. This one is very good for Heinrichs too. Okay, this one is interesting for skill checks, I guess. Grants 10 lore up and 15 lore Xenos. I like it also, but the first one is really good for Heinrichs and maybe Seran. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the first one. Jay, find your Xeno worshippers and have them exorcise the spirits. Of course, Sherin. Jay Dari has friends everywhere. A group of suspicious characters covered in talismans arrived on Janus. After seeing the dance of ghosts firsthand, they conferred and then made a short trip into the jungle. They later returned, their numbers diminished, loaded with ancient Eldari obelisks stolen from the ruins. Locals have called the obelisks installed in the agri-complexes a blessed miracle. The energy resonance of the obelisk has formed intangible domes, providing shelter against the wraith. Interesting. So I have to. Janus is working or not? It's already done. Okay. Can't do anything else. Okay. And I can't do anything else over there too. I'm surprised by it. Okay. Let's go with Dragonis. Projects. What can I do over there? Security, complacency, that is good. I don't need anything as an expense, so this is good. Crimson Haze. The user suffers bleeding. As long as the user is bleeding, they gain 100 critical damage. This is really good for sure. I am getting a critical point, so I guess I'm going with this, right? Let me check. Yeah, this is interesting, but I mean, this is also interesting. But let's go with hallucinatory Kem Teme. Okay, let's go with this. Yes, I can do nothing else. Okay, let's continue. So I have 2 very good items now. Maybe 3. Let's see. I think I'm going to give you this. Let me see the difference. Yeah, more armor also. Because of my... Let me check. Yeah, it's really good. All because of Low Imperium. Interesting. Heinrichs, this one is for you. And this one could be also for you. Whenever the wearer kills a target within a melee attack, all enemies in a 2-cell range around the wearer suffer 7 damage. 7 mental damage. It's based on what? Willpower, I guess? Yes. Let me check, what do you have? I think I'm not going to use it for now. Epiphany. Is it better for you? It's the same, I guess. I think I'm going to go with Epiphany with him. Psychic Force. Maybe not, maybe. Just one weapon. Okay, I'm not going to use it for now. Scorcher, the user gain 1 AP and immediately reset cooldown on all attacks and abilities. Okay. Well, I'm not going to use it now, but I will use them later for sure. Let's continue. Let's visit the place. I have no idea what it is. Projection from warp. Ancient bunker. Okay. Let's see. Jay, you are coming with me. Cassia too. Maybe not Tabula. Heinrichs. Argenta, I'm not sure. Let's go with Idira. Not Idira. No, I'm going to choose Argenta. Let's go. I think I remember the place. Yeah.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Let's go. Before you is an ancient but wholly typical console, intended for use by people not trained in the mysteries of ministering to machine spirits. The cogitator is completely silent, but as you approach, you sense the warmth emanating from its metallic casing, a telltale sign that the machine is working. Request status of the bunker's life support system. Water supply system failed, reason unknown. Temperature and humidity control system failed, reason unknown. Energy regulation system unknown error, warning, backup generator connected. Oxygen supply system failed, warning, air filters damage. Warning, defense systems failure. Maybe I don't want to do that, right? Step away from the cogitator. The massive door is dotted with small chips, scratches and bullet marks. There is no sign of any hinges, levers or anything resembling a lock. There is a dusty panel built into the wall to the right. As you approach, the cracked screen starts to flicker faintly. Let's go with demolition, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to suffer through the fumes, I guess. Let's go with demolition. Blast the door open. You pick out the most vulnerable spots and carefully affix the explosive. Okay. The mummified corpse. Okay, I'm not going to read anything because it's...
Powers unseen
I'm
uncover
suffering.
my
I think I
path.
need to find something somewhere to restore some kind of ventilation, I guess.
One and it's done.
Let us see what I found.
Okay. Let's continue. I will take use.
What a shame.
Okay. Let's
The
continue.
world will bow.
I'm dying slowly but surely. So. Okay. Let's continue.
A job for me.
Okay. The cogitator's panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other control mechanisms. Request status of the bunker's life support system. Water supply system failed, reason unknown. Temperature and humidity control system failed, reason unknown. Energy regulation system unknown, error, warning, backup generator connected. Okay. Oxygen supply system failed, warning, air filters damage. Warning, defense systems failure. Activate the emergency ventilation system. Request denied, air duct system malfunction detected. Activate automated defense system. Insufficient power. Step away from the cogitator. What can I do? Step away from the cogitator. I think I...
The world
Can I do this?
trembles beneath my feet.
Activate the emergency ventilation system. System check. Processing input data. Data confirm. Compressor launch in progress. Pressure levels nominal. Warning. Error. Encountered. Insufficient power. Booting emergency energy profile. Success. Pressurizing facility. Success. Booting compressor. Success. Emergency air filters activated. Automated defense system activated. Good.
I tread a path unexplored.
Okay. A rusted reservoir for storing drinking water. It is only half full. Let's see, do I have collected something? Because I wasn't even taking note of what I was doing. No, I think I'm going to... haven't collected anything. Let's continue. Let's go back. Door control. All the panel says is emergency lockdown engaged. Officer access key required. Do I have this now?
Kemorak.
No, I can't do nothing.
My pleasure.
Embrace true power.
Open this door, please, Jay.
And done.
Corrosion was merciless to these old Imperial bayonets, chainswords, and lasguns. Okay, what is it? Grants a 10 bonus to tech use. Could be useful. Could be useful. Let's see what I have on Argenta now. Yeah, I have the bayonet knife. Good. I wasn't sure by... and with... I guess I could go with... No, it's not good. I guess it's for Pascal.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
Okay. Control panel. What? The decontamination power. Okay. The decontamination shower. Let's do something over there.
Perfection.
Venom, good.
Intriguing.
Okay, I don't understand why this is happening. I've restored the system, right? Okay, let's go fast then. Officer key, maybe this is what I need.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Okay, I will read this later.
Keep a sharp eye.
Okay, let's go this way.
I tread a path unexplored.
Okay, I'm going to try to do something else over there. I really don't know why it's why I'm taking injuries. I don't understand that. Yes, that's okay. Come on, this is really annoying.
Never doubt me.
Okay, let's continue.
Embrace true power.
I was taught that Xenos were abhorrent creatures. But you do not look terrifying. You look unusual. As do I.
Naive child. You are a monster to your own kind. Were it not for your third eye that sees Cheyenne, the thread of your fate would have been severed at birth.
Okay, this is
The
good.
world trembles beneath my feet.
Okay, I think I was already here. Let's continue. Let's go there. Why the goods? Can I go there now, please? Okay.
I sense something nearby.
Yeah, well, I mean...
When the faithful are idle, heresy
I don't
grows.
have time, let's go.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
Intriguing.
A job for me.
Logic. This is really annoying. Okay, I think I've collected everything I could. Let's go back.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Color the uncolored.
Okay, I just had to close the door. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's see what I have collected. Grants access to the archives. Let's read this. 348 years ago, our ancestors arrived on this blooming world, built the cities and the manufacturers, and founded here a society free from heresy and fear. But the immortal Emperor of humanity, Warden of Light, saw fit to test our faith. A great war tore open a rift between our ancestors, dividing them into two factions and turning the world into a boundless battlefield. Each day we fought the enemy, so that our children could see the dawn of a new era, and an era without blood, pain and tears. Brave people, living and dead, paved with their bodies the road to our future. And one day the skies answered our prayers. The great star allies descended from the darkness of the cosmos and bestowed upon our great army the doomsday weapon. And so we brought righteous anger upon our foes, and ended the centuries-long war, and welcomed the dawn of the new era. The universe will hardly notice our deed. But the God Emperor sees all. We, children of a great nation, must dedicate ourselves to this sacred mission, to survive and revivify this world, as the most beautiful flowers are revivified from ashes. And hence, do not despair, sons and daughters of the Imperium, for our star allies are behind us, and the God of humanity is with us. I know that help is coming, and soon the sky overhead will shine once more. Okay. So that's why this one. I'm tired. How long has it been since Doomsday? I think it was the 36th year when the heretical cholera wiped out half of our people, including the old bookkeeper, Helga. Time has stood still for us since. It was so long ago, and what a convenient solution to the overpopulation problem, huh? The commanders think we brought this coincidence, morons. Still, when I look in the mirror, I see my father, the same wrinkles by the eyes, grey temples, which means that I am over 60, and we have been underground for no longer than half a century. No sky, no sun, no joy, and no hope. If that damned propagandist scribe tells me one more time that I must not lose faith, I will make him hit his own tongue. Sure, we were once so certain that we had won. The weapon of the great ally boggled the mind. I still remember how the skies shook before me and my ma and father were evacuated to this wretched bunker. But where has it laid us? When I took over my father's post at the comm station, I learned that we had long since lost all communication with other PDF bases, and the stars respond to our calls with silence. These days we don't hear any bombs landing outside, but things are still restless in the old bunker. First a water purifier failure, then a fire in the Medicaid unit, rats chewed holes in the exposure suits, and now we can't go up to the surface anymore. Are these accidents, or have we had a saboteur in our midst all these years? I will keep an eye on the troops. I don't believe in miracles, but we still have enough supplies on the lower levels to last us another 50 years or so. If Ruald can finally sort the air duct problem, that is. Next time we meet, I should ask how the repairs are going. Okay, and this one. Entry C. It's been 100 cycles, and these idiots are still none the wiser about who they saved from the storm. Going back to my camp is no longer an option. Damned rats chewed through the protective suits, and these peasants are out of repair materials. Entry C15. There are some decent people here, just civilians like my mother. This one girl, Zimi, even made a habit of coming by in the after hours. She asked me to teach her the letters, so she can write to her father, who went to the surface 2 turns ago. Foolish child. The war has taken its toll on both sides. Hold on. I am sympathizing with the enemy. I better put a stop to this. Entry C10. I was finally allowed entry to the upper levels, and lo and behold, what did I find there? The same supply crates as those gifted by our lords, by the Star Allies. The same rations as we have been eating, the same weapons as we have been fighting with. So our lives have simply been toyed with? If Winterscale has betrayed us, I must report this to the command, no matter the cost. I got my hands on a cutter and decommissioned a few blocks of explosives. No one noticed a thing. I bribed the archivist with 12 rations. Now I just need to get the schematics for the life support system. Rats brought disease from the surface. The Medicae unit is packed. Just the right time for a quick short circuit. Vimy drank the poison water and vomited a lot of blood. The schematics were inaccurate, but now I know for certain which pipe go to the living module and which to the barracks. It was a sabotage. Sworn protector. Range weapon light. Acquire iconoclast. This could be for you. Good armor penetration. Good armor penetration. Grant the wielder +1 to resolve for each enemy killed until the end of combat. Yeah, that's for you. That's for you. Okay, let's inspect the base because I was in quite a hurry just before.
Will bow.
Okay, the decontamination shower. Nothing to see over there. Okay. Did I miss something?
Embrace true power.
Doesn't look like it. Let's go back. I don't think you can go underground, but I want to be sure of it. Some unknown accident caused the elevator shaft to collapse. Reaching the lower levels at this point will require sending a mining team. Yeah, I won't be able to do anything, I think.
I tread a path unexplored.
Several crates of dry rations survived to this day. Each one bears a seal with a coat of arms of the Winterscale dynasty.
The songs of my ancestors speak of stars long forgotten and worlds long gone.
Yeah, I think
Let's see
What a
the
shame that you
opportunity.
lack the capacity to understand even a single note.
I've taken everything. Okay, nothing to see over there. Let's go back to the ship then.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
Yeah, don't open the main door. Don't open the main door if you want to stay healthy, I guess. That's it makes a lot of sense. The mummified corpse has its arm outstretched toward the exit. On the soldier's neck is a broken respirator adorned with the Imperial Aquila. I guess this is a security system. Okay, I should be able to do something. Let's think about this. Okay, I should be okay, right? Or maybe J. I'm hoping Elliot will be able to go over there and do something. I'm going to put Ironix over there and Severn over there. Okay, let's go. Let's go. J.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. If I may.
Oh, she can't. Okay.
You've got a problem? I've got a price.
Guess Argenta, I wasn't paying attention.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Okay.
Don't get too cocky.
Yeah, she can. I don't want her to block anything, so. Okay, let's see. Do I have the right stuff? I have. Let's let's go with this.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay. Yeah, I have broken everything.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Don't think this is worth it, but do it anyway. Let's go with this.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay. Can you do something about
I approach
it?
the designated position.
Okay, she can. The commutator's panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other control mechanisms. Take use. And she can use J skill, so this is good. Deactivate automated defense system. Your knowledge of machine spirits is sufficient to trick the system and subdue it to your will. A false query, a crafty manipulation of the controls, and you get what you want. Step away from the cogitator. Let's go back.
The world will bow.
Return to the void ship. Not a welcoming place. That's for sure. Lord Captain, the crew that was sent to the surface reports that they have cleared the collapsed passages leading to the lower level. After exploring the abandoned rooms, they discovered valuable cargo that has already been brought aboard. Good. Good. Let's continue. Plasteel. I'm not going to take this. It's not much, not enough. Okay. Yeah, 2 is not much, but I really need adamantine, I think. So I think I'm going to take it. Let's check this first. The sight before you has excited the officer corps, who are delighted to witness the truly majestic end of this planet through the huge windows on the bridge. One of the many nameless worlds throughout the expanse. An unknown reason caused the planet to break into several uneven parts, but its strong magnetic field is still preventing them from drifting into the cold abyss of space. The planet's hard inner core has remained almost untouched, as thousands of explosions taking place under its shell of hard metals light up with the world's hurt from the inside. The Ogre crew detects several wound extractium on the broken planet's surface. Their analysis shows somebody used to mine adamantine here, but abandoned the deposit after the catastrophe. Most of the machines are damaged beyond repair, but the tech adepts claim one of the complexes can be restored if the rogue trader had the required parts and equipment. Yes, let's do this. Provide the technicians with crap to repair the extractium. A few dozen time bells later, the road captain is informed that the repair crew is suffering from unrelenting headaches, most likely caused by the oppressive magnetic field of this world. However, the machines have been successfully repaired, and the extraction of adamantine may continue if the Lord Captain wishes. Of course, the mine needs to be staffed with a squad of working servitors and a maintenance brigade, doomed to endure the endless pain caused by the magnetic storms. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go with the restarting of the extractium. You leave a part of the crew to extract adamantine for the Von Valence's protectorate. Those fortunate to escape such a fate fervently pray for the lives of their friends and family, hoping to find them in good health should they be reunited someday. Do I need to take this? I have 4 of them. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, let's take this. Okay, I'm not going to touch that. I don't know what's going to happen, so I will do this another time, I guess. Let's continue. Nothing. Let's continue. Let's see what we can find on the Forgotten Twins. There was a commotion on lower decks. The chief mutant hunter, who is responsible for eliminating heresy in the hold of the void ship, went mad due to the perilous influence of the warp. The officer climbed the parapet above the central accelerator complex and threatened to jump unless the entire crew immediately submitted to a rigorous examination to uncover physical deformities and unholy perversions. After calculating the time and financial cost, of the inspection of thousands upon thousands of crew members and consulting the tech priest about the danger of foreign materials getting into the intake of the accelerator complex, the deranged mutant hunter was graciously allowed to proceed with ending his life in the desired manner. The Immaterium released us from its grip this time. Let's chart new routes. I'm hoping I will be able to go there, but I don't even know if it's... Yeah, I think I'm going to go this way after. Let's try to do this. Yeah, let's do this. The coordinates from the ship's log head to an unremarkable star system. The Augur crew reports that the arrays cannot register anything worthy of the Lord Captain's attention. Was this log entry just someone's idea of a joke? If somebody has decided to mock the rogue trader, they are playing a dangerous game. So it was a quest, I think, I had to do. Critical tasks. Perhaps the data on the rogue trader personal cogitator could explain the strange entries in the Lord Captain's log. Okay, I have to talk to my cogitator, I guess. Contracts. I don't think I want to use my adamantine for this. Let's check the colony management. I don't think I will be able to do anything else. No, it's done. Dagonis is still working. Let's continue. The cogitator screen highlights the shapes of several buildings. This small settlement, the only one on the planet, is a Winterscale Dynasty outpost. Visit the outpost. After a lengthy descent to the planet, you are rewarded with a dismal sight. The entire outpost consists of long columns of uniform bunkhouses, machine hangars, and a large headquarters topped with a massive antenna of an ancient boxcaster. The binary suns hanging in the sky make every object cast two shadows, a spectacle you find vaguely disturbing. The custodian and his people go out of their way to give the esteemed guest a proper reception, but their resources are scarce at best. Talk to the custodian. The custodian shares alarming news. The outpost is highly dependent on various deliveries from the core Winterscale worlds, but 2 ships have already failed to arrive on schedule. The locals do not have an astropath of their own, so the custodian cannot determine the cause of the delays or request aid. The outpost will soon run out of food at this rate, so the custodian sends an urgent request for provisions. He is begging you for help, offering what little his settlement has in exchange. What are you going to give me if I give you food? Let's supply the outpost with the provisions it needs. Needle rifle, okay. I have to check this. The custodian showers you with gratitude and hurries to send gifts in return. The formerly grim and worried faces of this man light up with relief. Good. The return journey treats you to a rare and unexpected spectacle. An eclipse begins as one of the 2 local suns covers the other. You watch as the temperature drops, the lightning changes, and the double shadows vanish. The two discs in the sky merge, forming a shimmering oval, and then becoming one. Eventually, the fantastic event passes, leaving behind a vivid memory. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure it would be better for... No, she can't even use it. Idira, can you use it? Is it better for you? It's not. Okay, that's I don't think, yeah, I will check this later on, but I'm not going to use it now. Plasteel, not worth it, I think. Traces of a space battle. Lord Captain, there is evidence of a recent scuffle straight ahead of us. Throne take me, this is not a frigate, this is just a gutted piece of metal. The helmsman falls silent for a moment. Blimey, the culprits are here too. It is the elderly freaks. I recognize their shiny asses even from this distance. Except the Xenos are acting suspiciously. They are hovering in place, and not even trying to run. Should we approach or open fire from a distance? Call off your people, Elantak. Something is wrong. The children of Azorian are dismayed. But doing something like this to a monkey vessel? No. We are not animals. I appeal to your prudence and the promise you made. Do not destroy my kin for the deeds they did not commit. Lord Captain, we have received a report from the Ogre crew. The situation is unusual. The Xenos ship delays no biological or energetical signatures, even though it appears to be intact. According to the scanners, there is nobody on board. However, survivors are believed to be hiding in one of the compartments of the damaged vessel of the Imperium. We have also spotted some drifting plating remains that belong to a third unidentified vessel. Send a shuttle with scouts to investigate the Xenos ship. After several hours of tedious waiting, Vigdis gets back on air. Lord Captain, the scouts confirm an earlier report. The Xenos ship is intact. Many valuable artifacts have been found inside, but neither the Eldari nor their bodies were discovered. Shuriken catapults, not crazy good. And Xeno artifact. We are late again, Elentak. Yelet's voice sounds faint and almost listless. Had the acolytes of the machine cult identified the remains of the third vessel? The Voxmaster relays the order to the tech priest and promptly receives a reply. Lord Captain, I am reporting that the hull fragments belong to the Dracaric Xenos race, but the presence of their ships in the system at this time has not been confirmed. Dispatch a rescue team if there are any survivors at the frigate. Maybe I should have done this first. I don't know if there is a consequence to my action. It will be done. Vigdis flips the switches on the Vox system's cogitator, and the transmission goes quiet for a while. Nice. Lord Captain, the scouts managed to rescue several emaciated officers from the wrecked ship. Despite their wounds, they were able to tell us what had happened. During a patrol, the frigate discovered an Eldari ship crossing the system and decided to immediately attack the enemies of humanity. The Xenos vessel proved too fast and skittish, but at one point its engines failed, giving the frigate a chance to attack. When the guns were aimed, several Dockery ships suddenly pounced from the darkness. At first they attacked from a distance, but soon boarded the frigate and wreaked a bloody massacre on the decks. It is only by sheer miracle that the surviving officers managed to escape, locking themselves up in a hidden technical compartment the Xenos had no use for. The survivors claim that the Xenos conspired and deliberately led the ship into a trap where it met its doom. The Xenos joined forces to eliminate a vessel of the Imperium? An alliance between the Eldari and the Dracari is an unusual sight, and yet such an outcome is hardly surprising. Why, Master Interrogator? I was thinking exactly the same thing. At last you and I can finally agree on something. How blind are the monkey to the vices of their own kind? Humans attack a ship of the children of Azorian, sailing peacefully by, but it is my kinspeople who are to blame. Ilet is beside herself. with contempt and rage. No, my kin would not willingly take part in a massacre orchestrated by the Dark Ones, and then abandon their ship. Something else happened here. Something I am afraid to even consider. We have done everything we could. We are leaving. As you command, Lord Captain. I would often watch the prison population on a small planetoid from WH40k's observatory. Looking at this celestial body now, I am beginning to think that all such entities are alike. Said Cassia. What is it? The storm to end all storms. The crew were treated to a truly impressive sight, a colossal storm on the gas giant surface. The planet's dimensions in themselves were mind-boggling, and then it burst a tempest, the storm to end all storms. As the Lord Captain and his officers observed it from a safe distance through the bridge's huge viewing windows, someone suggested giving it a name, and the Emperor's wrath garnered the most votes. Some in the crew believed the storm to be an omen. We can only hope it is an omen of great things to come. Nothing. I think I have checked everything. What is it again? Unforeseen event. No, I not. Okay, is it new? The Winterscale Dynasty outpost hailed Sebran from Valanches and thanked him for the help. The locals are indebted to him. Glory to the rogue trader. Okay, that's it. So I think I could go back to the bridge to talk to my personal cogitator. Let's see. The tech priest greets you with a bow. His gaze is drawn to one of the cogitator's vidscreen. Your lordship, the great mechanism has sensed your presence. The blinking screen displays the following: inputs, name, balances, task, success. Point at the text, and what is that supposed to mean? The screen blinks and a new entry appears in place of the previous one. Input prompt name OS ALG 52136. The machine spirit has recognized the one who stands before it. The previous string of secret code signified a greeting as well as acknowledgement that you have successfully completed a certain task. Now the great mechanism stands ready to process your request. What task? The answer lies beyond the bounds of my knowledge. The tech priest looks back at the cogitator. My supposition is that it might have something to do with your recent travels. The vid screen flickers repeatedly and updates the text. Input prompt nom OS await request ALG 52137. Sense my presence? How? This mechanism was molded in the forges of the Albertus Mechanicus, so that it might serve the rogue trader. It was in your presence that its machine spirit first manifested itself, a miracle of the Omnissiah, and a testament to his glory. Enough of this, I wish to inquire about something else. The tech priest bows. And the Dagonis databank to the tech priest. Access the data from Dagonis. With reverent trepidation, the tech priest accepts the device from your hands and places it inside one of the drives, all the while honoring the machine with modulating binary prayer. The turbines within the cogitator stir into motion, and the bit screen lights up. Input OS tab true, stat check init, epitaph status initiated. The tech priest extracts the data slate from the cogitator and gives it to you. The machine spirit has revealed the contents of the encrypted data, and I hereby pass it to you. This is where I reach the limits of my authorization, but you now have the option to review the decrypted data personally. Interesting. Let's leave. So we have collected this data on Dagonis, and now we can access it and read it. Rogue trader like a lackey, it is humiliating and dispiriting to put up with a part of an errand servant to an imperious madman vested with an even greater power than that of any rogue trader. Alas, when one side of the scales holds my pride and the other the fate of the Von Valentius Protectorate and my entire bloodline, choice becomes a futile illusion. It would be far too naive of me not to prepare for the worst. Epitaph would decide the future of the expanse as a whole, but I have some time at my disposal until then. Heirs with the Von Valentius blood in them will soon be located and brought to me. I cannot afford to delay the choice of successor any longer. She was afraid for her life, but we don't really know why. Okay. So let's check the quest. The quest is gone. The quest is gone. Let's continue. Let's continue our travel through space. Let's check this place. Palathium Stelos. Ship's enforcers notified officers about a strange insect-like creatures appearing on the astropathic chamber deck. The entity was destroyed, but the incident was recalled a few days later, when one of the astropaths lost his mind, shrieking about a splitting headache. The psyker perished shortly after, and the autopsy revealed the presence of countless bloated larvae consuming his brain. The corpse and the insects were safely disposed of. The ship left the hostile Imatayom and returned to real space. Let's chart new routes. Plasteel 2, it's not enough. An Imperial void ship, unidentified. An unknown ship hails you as soon as you are in its detection range. The ship, the Scarlet Pursuer, helmed by Captain Demir Shani, has Footfall listed as its home port. The message hints transparently at a connection with the Kasbalika mission. The Voxmaster adds that the captain has a proposal for you. Listen to the proposal. The ship lets you know they will readily reward you for any information about burning worlds in the Cronus Expanse. Ask why they are looking for burning worlds. The reply is as courteous as it is vague. The captain cites a scholarly curiosity in this understudied type of world. Upon hearing the message, Magos Pascal expresses a keen interest in burning worlds and asks the Lord Captain to take the issue into consideration. J.A. Diary immediately declares that Captain Shani would never dash about the void out of scholarly curiosity, but only for a suitably high return. In that case, perhaps the Lord Captain too might want to look into these burning worlds. Seneschal Verzerian makes no comment regarding the Casbalika message, but is amazed that for once the esteemed Magos and Mistress Aidari are in passionate agreement on something. Share the information you have on burning worlds. With elusive gratitude, the ship sends out a shuttle with a promised reward. Soul Trap, okay. Yeah, okay, it's for my cargo. And the Casbalika reputation is increased by 500. Let them know you have no current information on burning worlds, but are willing to sell any you may obtain in the future. You receive the Scarlet Pursuer's projected itinerary, information on systems in which you can find it later. The captain looks forward to meeting you again and acquiring information on burning worlds, should you possess it. Xenotech. I don't know. Two it's not much, right? J. Well, hello, Grantis. The last time I was here, 3 of the planet's barons put a price on my head. My guys were rushed off their feet, thinning me to each baron in turn and then breaking me out of the dungeons every time. Exacted one blessed their duplicitous souls. Okay, interesting. Elixir, Onslaught, and Steam. Let's continue. Cradle of Capri. The engine decks were transformed into exotic gardens. Several chambers sprouted foliage, vaguely resembling the plants on Terra, although they exhibited a glass-like surface polished to a mirror sheen. While reflection in the plants perfectly copied the surrounding objects, they did not show a single living being. Those who peered into them saw grotesque blood-covered creatures instead, not unlike bloated abyssal fish with a pair of clawed limbs, sometimes more. Unable to destroy the sinister growth, the Voidsmen covered it with plastic hoods until leaving the Hematerium, finally ridding the vessel of the corruption. By the God Emperor's grace, no perils of the war prevented the vessel from returning to real space. Let's visit the place. Destroyed ship. Xenotech. This one, I will take it. Another fragment. A surviving piece of an archaeotech mechanism of unknown purpose, discovered among the wreckage of an ancient imperial vessel on one of the planets in the Cradle of Capri. Prometheum, I'm going to take this too. And what is it? Distress signal. I have no idea what it is. No, I'm not going to go there. I don't know what it is. I have a mission. we check this later on. Okay, so now... So we can go back to Janus, finally. I guess this is the way to go. Okay, Spoil of Prudence, Burning World. Let's visit the place. Yeah, Fullstone is over there. Ogre's Anomaly. I'm not going to interact with it for now. Let's go back to Janus. We're going to take the missing seal. Let's check my colony. So do I have... I can do nothing, right? Still nothing. Let's go back to Dagonus. Okay. What can I do over there? So I need frag grenade, zealot. Okay, this could be very useful. Cascada Honor. All allies gain 5% melee damage and 20% damage to their attacks of opportunity. This is good, but I like the rep with the navy. So what do I need to do? Shield of the Emperor. Okay. More security, more rep with the navy, I'm all for it. Critical hit chance against pirates plus 5%, good. Profit factor costs 3. Okay. Filth of the Expanse. No, I don't think this is crazy good. Okay, let's go with the Shield of the Emperor, I think. Okay. Yeah, this has to go to cargo, right? Add to cargo. And this one too, I guess. Because I am not an overseer, so yeah, add to cargo. And let's visit the place. Janus. Let me check. This is the forest, right? The rebel base, yeah. Let's go back. Okay. Jay, Cassia, Yellet, Heinrichs, and Argenta. Yeah, let's go with them. I think I have to talk to him, right? Where are you?
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Atlius. Atlius Quint nervously tugs at the hem of his duty cloak and bows respectfully. Your lordship, the subjects of Janus welcome you. What cares have brought you to our humble world on this occasion? How are things on Janus? Without the enemies of humanity on our land, wonderfully, your lordship. The people of Janus are indebted to you riding our world of heresy. Are indebted to you for riding our world of heresy. Governor Bayat has everything well in hand, your lordship. The people are still unsettled, but after your intervention, most of the rebels and malcontents have quietened down. The Emperor, as my witness, Janus will continue to serve the Von Valentius dynasty, but not in precisely the same way as before. I appreciate the local species. Oh yes, the flora of Janus can take your breath away, while the fauna can inadvertently kill you. I require a seal to certify Mercatum Tabula Officiale. The secretary nods energetically. Of course, it would be an honor to assist the rogue trader. Wait but a few minutes, your lordship, and your humble servant will have your seal ready. Jay's expression is pensive as she twists a lock of hair around her metal finger. Interesting, Sherin. I assumed you would be dealing with servitors, but no. Some places in your domain still have this work being performed by people of flesh and blood. I beg your pardon? What is this about servitors? I have faithfully performed my sacred duties to the Imperium and the Administratum all my life, and guarding the seals is part of that. And after half a century, not a single seal damage. I keep them in a special case, and I haul the handles every month, as the rules stipulate. Jay shrugs. I am merely repeating the word of the Master of Seals on Dargonus. Servitors have replaced an entire category of lowly bureaucrats assigned to the Von Valentius planets, around 10 years ago now. But after 70 years of service, and not a single directive, not from Olitera or from Dargonus, a complete breakdown in communication. What a farce, what an insult against all processes. Scarlet patches blossom on the secretary's pale face, but this is easily remedied. If the Administratum requires such a servant, then I will immediately begin preparations for servitorization. The will of the Lex Imperialis is supreme. Jay nervously licks her lips. She clearly did not expect this response to her remark. Attilius, I do not think the exalted one has any particular desire to see you lobotomized and turned into a mindless clanking ghoul, just because someone, somewhere, changed a law. Okay, let's think about this. I have to read what I can choose. I don't want this. Let's go with 4. 4 is the one I like the most. Janus needs an intelligent secretary, not a brainless machine. Simply acquire a servitor for yourself. After lots of prevarication, Attilius hunched figure sighs. Of course you are right. I will continue to serve Janus and the Von Valentius Protectorate as before, and today I will dispatch a request for copies of edicts issued by the Imperium over the last 50 years. Who knows what else we have missed here on Janus. Jay lets out a breath, obviously relieved. That is wonderful, Attilius, just wonderful. Just don't go poking at your eyes with a long needle, at least until you receive a direct order to do so from your precious Administratum. Here you are. The Secretary proffers a sealed certificate with care, and may the Emperor bless your path. I must take my leave. Janus is always honored to receive your lordship. Okay, so we have now the seal. I don't know where it is, but I think, yeah, this document requires several signatures and seals to have legal force. I think we have done what we needed to, and we can go back to Dargonus with it. And we are going to do that. We are going also to meet the Navis nobility. Let's continue. Let's return to the void ship.
Embrace true power.
Okay, let's go. Let me check. Maybe it's not worth it, but this one, Mundus Valentius, where does it go? Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to... I don't want to waste my points or my insights, so I think I'm going to take the long road. Let's go there. The tech priest reported a brief malfunction in the jailer feed generator that left the vessel exposed to the warp for a brief second. According to the enforcer reports, something did manage to get into the ship and is now prowling the dark corridors of loading bay 5. Send patrols into the affected chamber. Maybe not. Isolate the chamber until the vessel leaves the warp. I think it's safer. A part of the ship was isolated from the rest until it left the warp at the end of the journey. After the vessel emerged in real space and the chamber was unsealed, it was intact, with the exception of the crew who had barricaded themselves in a far corner of loading bay 5 and bravely resisted the unknown assailant for as long as they could. Their remains have been safely disposed of. Okay, Dargonis. New development. Lord Captain, we have received a report from Dargonis. Some common folk from the now-ruined Scipion 84249 have succumbed to the heresy of defiance, forming into gangs known as the Engine Vandals. They now ride across the wastes on wasteland-adapted cleaning Goliaths. They have declared themselves outside the law, raiding their hives' outskirts only to escape retribution in the toxic wasteland. What can we do about this? Many of them did not want to obey your more than equitable decision to send them to the restoration site of Scipion, and thus they have fled the labor settlements, committing the heresy of disobedience. I will not permit this. Rumor have it that the foreman clan in charge of debris removal in the ruins of Scipion associates with these vandals. We could pass on your words to the renegades via the foreman, or force them to disclose the locations of the rebels' nomadic camps. What is this foreman clan? It is a union of workers and technomats who used to serve on the lower levels of Scipion, small-scale shift bosses, useful common folk who have proved their worth with diligent labor and valuable knowledge. Of course, they rank much lower than the esteemed merchant, to say nothing of the aristocrats. But the common folk hid their kin, and the foremen have both the authority and the ability to manage them. The Scipions keep to themselves, but the foremen have not shown any signs of disloyalty. They were the first to volunteer to return to the ruins of Scipion 84249 and start clearing the rubble. They are certainly useful and well accustomed to praising the Emperor through their labor. Moreover, their grief at the loss of their home and the resilience with which they have borne it have made them heroes and martyrs in the eyes of other commoners. How do they survive in the wastelands? And why do they reject my rule? It is a rather uncomfortable way of life, your lordship. They are always on the run from acid rains and hurricanes, keeping a decent distance from the hives if they do not plan on raiding at the moment. They get their food from abandoned outposts, paying for it with the lives of those killed, They get their food from abandoned outposts, paying for it with the lives of those killed by autonomous security systems. Whatever and Prometheum are rationed very strictly. They live by marauding, occasional hunting, and plundering, sometimes their own kin, and sometimes the outskirts of the hives. They are a tribe of degenerates and barbarians that is rapidly developing its own clan culture. The civilized residents of the hives shoot the scum any chance they get. I wish to hear what my advisors have to say. If the ancient vandals have managed to tame the ancient machine spirits, then that means there are technomats or even tech priests among their ranks. That renders them negotiable. It would be efficient to utilize such renegades instead of disposing of them. A promise of reward for every piece of technology found in the wastelands of Dargonus and returned to the dynasty will ensure their obedience and tractability. If you wish to exterminate them, Elentak, do not waste your time on hunting them down. Instead, deceive them into destroying each other, tempt them with a prize, a weapon, or a trophy that they can fight over. After the monkey have finished slashing each other up for the right to obtain it, your warriors will finish the deed. This tactic often proves effective against your kind. The aristocrats of Dargonus despise them, but are also secretly afraid of them, correct? Renegades who can invoke such fear, I wonder, had there been such exiles in my house, would their presence have curbed the ambitions of my brothers and sisters? Would they have supported me in case of conflict? Oh, I'm scheming and conspiring right now, am I not? Bravo, Lady Cassia. Do not be ashamed of the unique abilities bestowed upon you by your heritage. They are your birthright. The web teaches to look for the enemy's vulnerability and what drives them. If the enemy is compelled to seek sustenance by attacking your desmin, prepare a trap full of poisoned gifts. Let them eat and drink to their heart's content. The poison will weaken them, and then you will strike. Okay, let's see what I can have. Wasteland generator. This ancient component of a Dargonus fleet frigate was discovered in the wastes by the engine vandals and presented to the rogue trader. Torpedo tubes capable of firing 5 shot burning plasma torpedoes with 19 damage warheads. Okay, not crazy good, but mechanism is interesting. Security +1. Death Cult Power Blade. Not a bad one, but it's a two-handed weapon, so I'm not going to take it, I think. Okay. So minus 12% to the target's parry and plus 3% to the wielder critical hit chance for each attack they make. This bonus stacks until the end of each round. I don't really like this one. Okay, let me check. Wasteland Twister. 200 weapon. It's not crazy good either. So this is a blade. This is another blade. Plus complacency. I think. Let me check this one. The Rogue Trader gains 1 MP. This is good. This is really good. I'm going with Cassia. Lady Cassia is right. We should help them and give the aristocrats a real threat that will keep them in their place. I am still naive of even the basics of these games played by the powerful, but my intuition tells me that this is a winning strategy. A meeting with the leaders of the Engine Vandals was organized through the mediation of the Foreman clan. They have gladly accepted the dynasty proposal to serve. Having received weapons and information, the Engine Vandals slaughtered several brash and troublesome aristocrats in a few successful raids, sowing fear and reliance on the Rogue Traders' protection. The roar of their engines was akin to the crack of a whip over the heads of frightened cattle. Okay, let's see what we can do now. Can I do... no, I don't. I want to... Which one? Imperial Navy. Could be good. Frag grenade. Do I need this? I don't think I really need this. And this one grants an additional area attack that affects all adjacent cells around the wielder. Plus 1 damage per target in the area of effects. All allies gain 5 melee damage and 20% damage to their attack of opportunity. I mean, it's not bad, but I like the security +3 and the rep with the navy. I think I'm going to go with the navy. Let's go. Okay, nothing to do here. Let's visit the place. No, not visit the place. We are not arrived. Let's go. Okay, let's go back to the bridge. Let's see if I can buy something. So, these boots grants their wearer a +15 dodge reduction bonus for attacks with melee weapon. This is not bad. This item grants the wearer +5 bonus to parry reduction. If the wearer has conviction iconoclast, all allies gains +12 hit chance against enemies adjacent to the wearer. The wearer automatically dodges allies' melee attack. Okay, let me check this one. Is it? It's based on iconoclast rank. Okay, could be good for Jay. Silent death. Okay. Power axe. This is good for Tabula. Whenever the wearer and allies in a 2-cell radius gain momentum, they also gain an equal amount of temporary wounds. Okay, this is really good too. Casbalica. Each time the wearer spends 10 stack of tactical advantage, they gain 1 resolve until the end of combat. Not bad. And with the navy, let's see what can. Let's select 1k fuel. Okay, I just need 1k. I'm going to keep 2 fuel. Okay, and I need 1k, so what am I doing? Okay, let's do this. Let's go with the Dragons. I think I like this one. Whenever the wearer suffers a trauma in combat, if they have more than 0 wounds, they immediately regain 31 wounds. Yeah, this is not bad. Plus 10% dodge if the wearer weapon skill is more than 55, it is. Okay. Let's go with this. I need 1k. Sort by type. Select tradable. Okay, uniform. Just need 1k. A marvelous compact weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to fire an inferno pistol shot once per combat. Okay. Triumph of Retribution. Not a bad weapon. Whenever the wielder kills an enemy with this weapon, Veil Degradation is reduced by 6. This sword deals an additional +3 damage, based on Psy rating, I guess. Okay, this is not bad too. I'm going to check the other one, but let's check the Explorator. This body glove grants the wearer plus 20% dodge against enemy with perception lower than that of the wearer. Could be good for Cassia. Plus 10% dodge against range attack. Okay. And this one, if the wearer is the Overseer, their first Overseer archetype ability in a round costs 0 AP. Yeah, this is not bad. And I'm going to let's check the Casbalika mission. Casbalika. I guess I need to do something with the Casbalika because I'm very low with them. They don't have much to offer. If the wearer inflicts the bleeding, burning or toxic effect on a target, this target gets an additional 2 stack of this effect. Yeah, this is not bad for me. Okay, so I need a little more, right? And this. Okay, I'm not going to use this for now. I could wait. This could be useful. It's just 1k. The wearer gains an additional 1 AP for each consecutive turn that the wearer has not moved. Stack up to 5 times. Yeah, this is pretty good for Elliot. Let's go with the Casbalika mission because I need to upgrade a few things with them. Yeah, I can't do much. So I need 2k, 250, 260. Okay. let's try to sell a few things. 1k and 1k 200, right? $2k50, 500. Can't do much. Guess let's go with them maybe. Okay. And 3k. Okay, let's take this. So, what can I do now with all of this? These boots grant the wearer plus 15 dodge reduction for attacks with melee weapon. Melee weapon could be for him, but I prefer the dodge for now, at least. This item grants the wearer plus 5 bonus to parry reduction. If the wearer has conviction iconoclast, all allies gain plus 15 each chance against enemy adjacent to the wearer. Could be for Abelard, but no, this one I can't. Could be for him, no. She can't parry with the gun if I remove this, so it's not very useful. Okay, Abelard. Yes, this one is really for you. Or is it? I don't think. No, it's not better. Whenever the wearer and allies in a 2-cell radius gain momentum, they also gain an equal amount of temporary wounds. I mean, this is really good for him, that's for sure. And this one, when the wearer hits an enemy with a melee attack, the wearer nearest ally gains 6 temporary wounds. Kibela, what do you have? I don't think I'm going to use this one for now, at least. Pascal, you can take this, I guess. Heavy plasma gun, yeah, this is for you, that's for sure. Each time the wearer spends 10 stacks of tactical advantage, they gain 1 resolve until the end of combat. Could be for Jay, but I'm not going to use it. Let's check the ship. Sound by, yeah, Lost in West. Okay. These plasma drives provide 13 speed along with low acceleration and braking. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Equip this. Or maybe not. Provide 95 points of protection for each sector. This is not better, in fact. No, this is 95 points of protection for each sector. This amount is doubled against enemy blast attacks. Yeah, this is better. This is better. Okay, let me read this again carefully. Yes, let's send this to cargo. Let's continue. Okay. So this one, the armor looks better. 30 wounds, I really like this. Whenever the wearer suffers trauma in combat, if they have more than 0 wounds, they immediately regain 31 wounds. Okay. But I really like the toughness also, so I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this on her, I guess. This is a bolter, 200. Not for you, I guess. Cassia. 40. 20% dodge. It could be also for Elliot, I guess. No, she can't use it. So I think this one is better, right? Yeah. And this one, it's a light armor. Who is wearing light armor? You are, right? This is not better for you. This is medium, this is light, but you are not going to be able to use it. This is heavy. This is light, but it's worth. Maybe you. 30. No, this is not better. It's not going to be better for you, okay? If the Overseer, the first Overseer archetype ability in a round cost 0. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use this for now. On him or Argent. No, I'm not going to use this. In terms of blade, 10-16 could be useful. Check. But I prefer the toughness reduction. This is veil reduction. Okay. Let's check Heinrich's. No, this is not better. So I'm not going to change it, I think. The armor penetration is nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use it for now. So this is an Inferno pistol shot. Let me check what it does. Okay, Inferno pistol shot. We can use this. I mean, she could. I'm not going to give her that for now. Let's continue. Okay, colony management. Okay, I can do something else now. Over there. I'm going to lose profit factor. And I'm going to lose security. I don't really like that. Just for some Fellowship of the Void. I don't think I'm going to take it, not now. Let's continue. Okay, let's visit Mundus Valentius. Let's go to the palace first. I'm going to choose Severan, Jay, Cassia, Elliot. Yes, I think. And Irix and Argenta. Maybe Idira for this one? Yeah, let's go with Idira. I think I will be okay. Okay, let's continue. Let's talk to Clementia. Your Lordship, Clementia looks away from her data slate. I hope your stay on Dagonus will be beneficial to your physical and mental state. I understand that the heir to a protectorate must have his hands full, but one shouldn't forget about rest. What about the meeting with navigators of House Orcelio? Clementia immediately focuses on the data slate in her hands. Allow me to report. The esteemed navigators of House Orcelio have taken residence in the guest estate and await a meeting with you. How would you like to receive them? I think I'm going to keep my profit factor. Let's see what I can do here. A meeting with the navigators is just a formality. No need for any extravagant receptions. Understood, Your Lordship. Clementia promptly makes a note on her data slate. Would you like to hold this meeting shortly? Yes, Katia and I are ready for the talks. Then I will have messenger sent to retrieve the esteemed guests. I mean, I'm taking a few risks with this team. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't remember, but I should be okay, right? I should be okay. Maybe, yeah, let's go with Elliot for this one, maybe. Regent Aronto Orcelio, esteemed delegation, the rogue trader and the Von Valench's protectorate welcome you. Come this way, please. The esteemed representatives of the Navis nobility have arrived at the Rogue Traders' Court. The regent of the great House Orcelio, Aronto Orcelio. His companions, Lady Glyceria Orcelio, Navigator, Lesso Simon Orcelio, and his intended bride, Lady Navigator, Sandrina Orselio, Lady Navigator Elena Ateria Orselio, and Navigator Danax Orselio. A tall, wizened old man proudly stares at you with milky, unblinking eyes. Loose skin sways with his every move, as if the navigator's flesh has detached from his bones. An unsightly hole marks the regent's face, where his nose should be, and the old man's skull is covered with spilky growth. Rogue Trader, the regent's sagging lips twist in a condensing sneer. We hope the Van Valentius Protectorate finds its bearing soon, and you astound us with function every bit as grand as those of your peers. You did not see fit to prepare for the arrival of the Orselio delegation. I was curious about what will happen. And yet, this is not why we are here. Our Grace is obliged to note how much the Rogue Trader has done to House Orselio by protecting its beloved child. We waited for many turns to behold her radiant visage. The regent shifts his unblinking gaze to Cassia. Come now, child. There is much we need to discuss. Cassia steps forward, but then stops and looks at you. Nod wordlessly. Cassia smiles faintly and addresses the regent. Esteemed regent, it pleases me to see the gleaming sheen of gold and turquoise above your brow. It is thanks to the efforts of the Rogue Trader that I stand here today, and there is so much I want to tell you, but what is it you desire to hear most? We know what happened at the station, child. Your connection to the Atlas has grown so strong. We felt the turmoil in your soul, and the events that transpired have shaken us. Orselio is deeply grateful to the Rogue Trader for the destruction of the saboteurs, and we are willing to reciprocate such a magnanimous gesture. We trust that the Treaty of Friendship and Alliance, underpinned by the transfer of several artifacts of exceeding rarity, will suffice. Now come, child. It is time we depart for your new home, so that we may finish what we started. What? You are correct. It is time for me to do my duty to the house. Cassia gives you an uncertain look, as if seeking your approval. Well. Cassia, this is your chance to escape Severin, I guess. But we are not going to let her go so easily. Cassia, I would be honored if you decided to stay. Unthinkable. What?
Don't shoot! House Orselio was not involved in the attack!
You will pay for betraying Felek and our freedom, rogue trader! Now kill them all!
Your struggles are in vain. Stand your ground!
Okay. This is not what I call a cover. I mean, Cassia, you need to go there. Heinrichs, you go here. Severin. Okay, Elliot, where are you? Magenta. I guess this is it. Let's group them. Okay, she needs to go there, I guess. Let me check. Devastating. Yeah, devastating.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay. Well.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Henrix.
Let's see to it.
Okay. Which one are we going to choose? Strength, toughness. Let's go with this first.
Naturally.
I can do this. I think this one could be useful. MP, agility.
For the throne's glory.
Okay.
Go on, beast.
This one. I guess I'm going. Where can you go? You can go all the way over there.
Your turn.
I can do this. This is it.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
Cover efficiency.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Cover penetration. Can I do? No, I can do this. Let's go with this then.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Follow my lead.
My faith strengthens me.
Okay.
Swift and silent.
I don't like this.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Quite tough.
If I must.
Okay.
If it serves your cause.
So let's go with this.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. I understand your intent.
This is one. This is.
This tedium is futile.
Okay.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Stay vigilant.
Weather the storm!
What?
My soul belongs to the Infinity Circuit.
Follow my lead.
Okay. So I guess I'm going there.
I will accept my offering.
Okay. I'm guessing I'm doing this.
Ruin beckons. One step closer. I will delight my masters with your demise.
Come on.
Purpose guides me. Death shall reign.
Okay, finally. Who is next? This guy is dead. You're dead. You're not dead.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Okay. Let's try a location, I guess. What can I do? This is... Yeah, this is the same. I guess I can do this.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Let's do this.
Go on, beast. I won't object to it.
Okay. Let's go with this.
Let's see to it.
And I think I'm going to do this. The wielder marks enemies within the area of effect and immediately ends the turn. Until the start of the next turn, the wielder gains +15 block against the first attack made by each of the marked enemies. If such an attack is blocked, the wielder counter-attacks the corresponding enemies. Okay, maybe not now. Let's do this first. Let's go with this one first.
Naturally.
Let me check again. Yeah, I don't think I need the endure now. Let's go.
But of course,
What a satisfying demise.
Cassia. I mean, okay, this dude is still alive, so maybe. You know what? Maybe let's try this.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Maybe Henrix could do something. Zone of fear, no. Point of interest. Could be interesting.
Death shall reign.
This one.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. If I may.
Who's next? Okay, the bodyguard. He's done. I think this one could be more useful. Let me check. Yeah, I think I'm going to with this one again.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Duty prevails.
Okay, she can move because yeah, she has. Can she move or not? I don't know. She has a staff. Am I going to take an attack of opportunity? We'll see, I guess.
I move as
I'm
if
going.
unseen.
No, no, no.
Do not give in to
My bad.
emotions.
It's not bad. In fact. So I'm guessing. Can she move? Yeah, I don't like my odds. Let's try. Okay. What will happen if I go there? I can still shoot, so I'm going to do this.
I move swiftly to strike. If I must.
Okay. Two. Let's go with you.
I am not yours. Fortune favors the swift.
Okay.
I understand. I hear you moving. No more.
So
If it serves your cause.
I think I'm going to use one make kits. You never know, right? Let's go with this.
You have offered me another chance.
Or maybe can I target someone else? I could target you. Let's target you.
The abominable filth is down.
She really wants to kill Elliot. Maybe not.
Follow my lead.
Okay, Elliot is dead. Who's next? Well, I mean...
As the Emperor commands, I act.
What was that?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
That's stupid. What? Okay.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire!
Okay, I played
I'll
badly.
do it.
Okay.
Ravage and conquer. I will triumph.
We're going down.
Purpose guides me.
Okay.
I will triumph. I need no...
Okay.
One step closer. I will triumph.
Where is that? Okay. So how many are remaining? This one is down. I'm guessing I'm going to
Ruin
try to
beckons.
reach you. Let's see what I can do. Can I reach you? Don't think I can. Yeah, I can't reach you.
Descend upon the weak.
Can I target someone else, maybe? I think she's yeah. Okay. Let's go.
For the throne's glory.
Let's go with this. I think, yeah. Let's relocate first
Do my bidding.
because of the warp buffer. Let's do this. I don't need the resolve.
I won't
this.
object to it.
That was my bad. Okay. Let's go with this.
Let's see to it. I'll see our foes obliterated. But of course, holy terror, smite your enemies. I won't object to it.
Okay, nice. This one.
The Emperor is on our side. For the throne's glory. Holy terror,
Nice one.
smite your enemies.
Heinrichs. What was that? Mercy! The Lady Navigator covers her face with her disfigured, scaly hands, each with an extra finger and conjoined phalangeal bones. Her clothes are covered in blood, mostly that of your servants, and several unexploded bolts are striking out of her chest plate. Rogue Trader, whether on purpose or out of ignorance, you are harboring a monster that is cunningly pretending to be an innocent maid. Spare me, and I, Elena Ateria Orselio, will swear to tell you the whole truth about the madness that is devouring House Orselio like a malignant tumor. Do not let the regent deceive you with honeyed lies, lest the cursed child ruin your protectorate as well. You see rage and despair in the Lady Navigator's face, but neither is directed at you. Your fate will be decided during the trial, Lady Elena. I will hear what you wish to tell me. Yeah, I think this is the best choice over here. Thank you for your lenience, Rogue Trader. The unnaturally bulbous eyes of the Navigator constantly shift between you and Cassia. Black secretions run down her cheeks instead of tears, leaving in slightly streaks. I, Elena Ateria of House Orselio, swear to tell the Rogue Trader nothing but the truth. May the God Emperor be my witness. Pathetic. Okay, let's see. Lady Elena, what do you have to say in your defense? I do not know what it is you wish to learn, but I will start from the very beginning. A long time ago, Tisiphone ascended to the throne of Orselio. She was a daring innovator who brought part of the house to the expanse, hoping to strengthen her position in the Imperium. The house prospered, but Tisiphone was never satisfied. She went mad in her pursuit of power, seeking more influence, more control, and she saw enemies everywhere, even among her loyal followers. Paranoia was slowly driving Tisiphone insane, and one day she created the Starway Atlas, a relic that is implanted in our bodies at birth, a noose around our necks, our gift and our damnation. Tisiphone used the Atlas to control us, subdue our will, and mold our thoughts. If anyone put a toe out of line, she killed them with a glance. At first, many branches of House Orselio tried to resist her tyranny, and Tisiphone cut them down with extreme brutality. For example, the entire Setala branch was destroyed simply because its leaders asked too many questions about the Atlas and wanted to know the truth about its creation. What else is Tisiphone Orselio guilty of? Tisiphone's madness weakened the dynasty, and not long ago the Novator vanished. Indeed, her loyal followers lie when they say she chose to retire. The truth is that nobody knows the truth. I hope she is rotting away on one of her secret worlds. Elena finishes with a sneer. I understand Tisiphone's transgressions, but what does any of that have to do with Lady Cassia? Tisiphone passed her atlas on to her successor before fleeing the house, to a newborn child. We could not surrender the throne to the tyrant's creature. Tisiphone was cunning and treacherous. She must have hatched the entire plan beforehand. Her disappearance, the child, the transfer of the leash. We feared that one day she would be reborn in Cassia's body, and we could not let that happen. You called Cassia a monster because of Tisiphone's atlas? Largely, yes, but there is more. Have you never felt pure, unadulterated disgust while standing close to her, or perhaps fury or fear? But who but a monster would manipulate the minds and feelings of others, even more so than Tisiphone herself did? Why didn't you attack before? Why now? Tisiphone always had plenty of opponents, but we were afraid to trust one another. Any of us could be spying for her followers. We saved our strength and dealt the first blow 5 years after the heir was born, striking at one of the estates on Ear TV. But the girl survived, and Regent Aronto hid her so far away and guarded so thoroughly it took us another 13 years to find her. And then another 2 to get into the Regent's good graces. to reach Iraq 5. Now Cassia is in the spotlight and the House Council is about to put her on the throne. Surely there is no better time to cut off the serpent's head. So you admit Regent Aronto was not aware of the assassination attempt? Elena clicks her tongue loudly. Regent Aronto is guilty of mass killings, intimidation, inhuman torture, abetting Tisiphone and raising her hair. Her crimes are many, but this one is not among them. I would love to see his head on the chopping block, but honor prohibits me from slandering him in a trial before the Rogue Trader. I think I have heard enough. The Rogue Trader now knows about the Regent's atrocities and the girl's corruption. I hope I succeeded in warning you about the danger that lurks within Cassia or Celio. I'm curious about two. Lady Elena, answer my questions. I swear to tell nothing but the truth. Yeah, I think I have heard enough, okay? Regent Aronto, representatives of your house made an attempt on Lady Cassia's life and attacked a rogue trader. Rogue trader, House Ocelio humbly asks for your lenience and forgiveness. We could not even imagine these vile rats could be scurrying among our ranks. As for them sneaking into the rogue trader's palace and staging an unthinkable crime, God Emperor, be our witness. The accursed renegades think to spark a feud between our houses. I believe you, Regent Aronto, and yet this is now the second attempt that has been made on Cassia's life. I need answers. We are ready to tell you everything we know, so that this misunderstanding can be remedied as quickly as possible. Tell me more about the renegades. They are madmen who seek to destroy the centuries-old traditions of our great house, so carefully nurtured by the previous novator Tisiphone Orcelio. They deem the century of her rule a tyranny, and our most sacred relic a curse that must be destroyed. Fools! If the Atlas were to be destroyed, the whole of House Orcelio would follow it into oblivion. Why do the renegades seek to destroy the house relic? They dread its power, for only a novator can fully grasp the mysteries and harness the power of the Starway Atlas. What the renegades call a leash, we call a guiding star. A novator, a patriarch or matriarch that rules over a navigator house, the figurative and often biological father or mother of the dynasty. Why are people trying to kill Lady Cassia? Everyone in the house knows the child is the keeper of the one true Starway Atlas, which once belonged to our great novator Tisiphone Orcelio. The ungrateful wretches secretly hated her grace, and when Tisiphone abdicated her responsibilities and set off for parts unknown, they staged a revolt to destroy her successor. Does Cassia really carry Tisiphone's Atlas? We believe it with all our heart. The novator spent many cycles on the world where the child was born. It is said that everyone who witnessed the miracle of her birth simultaneously departed for a destination known only to the novator. Tisiphone gave the order and followed them soon after, leaving a precious gift, the Atlas, to Cassia and therefore marking her as her successor. It looks like House Orcelio has fallen on hard times. The regent stays silent and then replies, "To call your statement false would be a lie. For many years we managed to maintain the fragile balance within our house, but then The Novator's departure shook the faith of many. The treasury is empty, the navigators are scattered, the warp routes are scrambled, and many of our allies cannot be reached, which is why it is so important to complete the child's education. It is Cassia's duty to take Tisiphone's place and lead the house to prosperity. Such is her great destiny. What do you know about Cassia's unbridled power? A special gift for a special child. She was born with it and grew up under its influence. The instability sometimes hampered her education, but we learned to prevent most outbursts. As long as the child remains calm and remains in seclusion, the powers cannot take hold of her mind. I think I have heard enough. The regent acknowledges your words with a nod and waits for you to continue. Lady Cassia, you two are an injured party in this. What would you do in my place? I think I am ill-prepared to make judgments of this kind. Cassia lowers her eyelashes and continues in a barely perceptible whisper. I am sure the rogue trader knows what to do better than I. Okay, I am ready to deliver my judgment. Cassia watches you closely, holding her hands in a gesture of prayer. I find Lady Elena Ateria guilty of the attempted murder of Lady Cassia and the attack on the rogue trader. You call this a fair trial? Ridiculous. Everyone here is rotten to the core. All of you are heretics and madmen. Curse you. Curse you. I'm not sure what to do. Maybe 1, maybe 5. I sentence Lady Elena to 2,000 years imprisonment in the dungeon of the Van Valentius dynasty. Lady Elena burst into hysterical laughter that is now utterly bereft of reason. Rogue Trader, allow me to ask what fate awaits the esteemed regent and the other members of my house. Well, he is innocent, so I hereby dismiss all charges against Regent Aronto. It pleases us to know that the enemy's schemes failed to harm relations between our dynasties. But tell us what future awaits House Officiale and the Van Valentius Protectorate. Let us sign a treaty of friendship and alliance between our dynasties. Nice insights. With great pleasure, our emissary will contact yours and deliver the scrolls for your signature and seal. May the Emperor bless this new alliance. Okay, maybe let's ask about... yeah, we can help them, I guess. I wish to help House Officiale solve their current problems. The regent's sagging skin quivers when he sighs. It would be highly disrespectful of us to refuse the aid of a rogue trader. We, Aronto Officiale, do hereby accept your offer. If you will allow, we shall discuss the details later. I think maybe I will have access to a new quest. I'm not sure about it. What about an exchange of culture and technology? Theodora von Valentius was a very open-minded woman, but sagacious Tisiphone did not support many of her endeavors, and neither should we. We are afraid of Officiale. We'll have to refuse the rogue trader's offer. I would like to discuss the Lady Navigator's future now. As we said earlier, the child must return to the fold of her house. We hope you will be gracious enough to acquire us. Okay. Persuasion, this is too low, right? Wait. I'm not going to lose Cassia, right? Let's go with 3, I guess. Cassia has no need of your tutelage. As the future novator, she will handle the issues a house is facing on her own. What are you saying, Rogue Trader? How could I? I have never done anything like that. Cassia's usually pale face flushes so deeply that even her ears turn red. Okay, let's think about that. Severan is a force of destruction, but this force doesn't want to destroy Cassia. Is this not what yours? Is this not what your years of training were preparing you for? Now is the time to make your own decisions. I, esteemed Regent, I will be staying with the Rogue Trader. It is time we moved from theory to practice, don't you think? Hair whistles out of the dark holes in the Regent's face. His bulging eyes dart furiously between you and Cassia. This time we are compelled to agree with you, child. But do not forget your duty. Your burden will forever remain with you. We will allow you to gain experience in the company of Rogue Trader for now. We must now take our leave. May the Emperor watch over your path. Okay, not a bad ending. Let's see if I can do something with Severan. I think I need to level him up. I just need to find my notes about it. Okay. Oh, I can upgrade everyone. So let's see. So we have chosen before Master of Torture, and this one we are going with Agility and Medicate. This one is easy. Then Heinrichs, we have chosen Warp Buffer, and now we are going with Toughness and Athletics. Then Kibela, so we are going to choose, we have chosen before Master of Torture, and I think we are going to do the same. It will be the same. So we are going with Agility and Medicate, same as Severan. Pascal. We have chosen Heightened Concentration, and we are going to go with Tech Use and Intelligence. Idira. Let's go with, we have chosen before Rite of Calibration. Let's go with Perception. Perception and, I don't know. Could be Lore Warp or Awareness, I'm not sure. I'm going to choose Lore Warp for now. Awareness. Yeah, let's choose Lore Warp. Argenta. We are going to choose, we have chosen before Flash Fire, and now we are going to choose Demolition, Demolition and Agility. J. We have chosen Hidden Advantage, we are going to choose Logic and Fellowship. And with more Fellowship, she gains, she's gaining more armor too now, because of her equipment. Iliet. We have chosen Heightened Concentration, same as Pascal, and we are going to choose Lord Xenos. Lord Xenos and Agility. And Abelard. So it was also Flash Fire, same as Argenta. We are going to choose Athletics and Toughness, same as Heinrichs for this one. And Cassia finally. Let's go, we have chosen before Veil of Protection. And let's go with Perception. Perception and I don't know. No, what is better? Lore Warp or Perception? Or Awareness, sorry. I think I'm going to go with Awareness with her. Yeah, let me check again. Yeah, let's go with Awareness. And we are done. So we need to talk to Cassia. Yeah, talk to Cassia on the bridge. Let's talk to Clemencia. Your Lordship, I hope your stay on Dagonis will be beneficial to your physical and mental state. I must take my leave. I am at your service at any time, day or night, Your Lordship. Let's continue. Okay, let's talk to Cassia.
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color. It was very naive of me to follow in the footsteps of the man who raised me in a gilded cage. And I was deaf to the needs of my own house. But you opened my eyes. As the future Novateur, I must gain wisdom to restore House Orselio to its former glory, no matter the cost. Thank you. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls, for as long as the needs of our dynasties are aligned.
I hope you are feeling a little safer now that Elena Orselio has been executed.
On the contrary, Lord Captain. The mere thought of what happened tightens a grey-blue slip noose around my throat. To realize, again and again, how fervently your subjects hate you. I am sorry, Lord Captain. I should not have darkened your colors with my own struggles.
But she has not been executed, so I think it was a bug or a glitch over there. You did not mention the Starway Atlas when we met.
I would never reveal this secret to an outsider, but you have come to my aid more than once already. The Starway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orselio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp. This crystal, the Atlas, has been inside me for as long as I can remember, giving me strength. But the others... I noticed the renegades in the palace were choked by ashen ghosts of despair when we met face to face. I swear the ghosts were reaching for their atlases.
So the Atlas is some kind of crystal that is implanted in the navigators of House Orselio at birth?
But my Atlas is much more powerful than the others. It's the Atlas of Tisiphone herself. That is what people have whispered behind my back my whole life, although no one knew for certain. But I always suspected. I simply did not wish to admit it to myself.
Certain navigators in your house fear the Atlas powers.
Certain navigators in my house have tried to kill me more than once. But the tales of Tisiphone's brutality... I am beginning to wonder... What if they are all true? What if I will be a new tormentor to those who serve me?
I think we can go with one. You say you wouldn't share your secret with just anyone. Does that mean that I am someone to you?
I didn't. I only meant that... I am at ease in your company.
Cassia looks away, a subtle blush blooming on her pale cheeks. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for listening.
Giving you a slight smile, Cassia nods in thanks. What does your special sight reveal?
Too many colors. The hues flicker and intersperse, merging into a single wave. It's about to crash. Forgive me, but I cannot satisfy your curiosity at this time. Perhaps later.
This is where I must beg my leave.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Okay, so let's continue. think we can stay on Dagonis. Yeah, there is a project still. Let's go back to the Administratum. Yeah, Jay, you are with me. Argenta, maybe Heinrichs. I guess Iliad, why not?
Let's seize the opportunity.
Master of Seals. Ah, Severan von Barnanchus, you have returned. I hope the sacred document I entrusted to you last time has now successfully passed through the approval procedure. Here is your paper, complete with seals. The ocular lenses on the old woman's nose emit a subtle hum as she adjusts the magnification. Yes, oh yes, indeed, it is perfect. The seals are authentic, so we may continue with the certification procedure. Follow me, please. Bureaucracy. This is your queue, and your ticket number is the old woman's ocular lenses hum as she zooms in on the paper in her hand. 394. When it is your turn to be seen, the ranking prefect will review your documentation again and sign the official certification for J. Dari to possess a Mercatum Tabula Officiale. We'll have a bit of a wait, but it will be worth it in the end, yes? Is this some kind of joke? The Master of Seals peers at you over our ocular lenses. Hardly. In accordance with Decree DA 58, Clause 201, citizens of the capital world of the Von Barnanchus Protectorate must submit their petitions at one of the assigned windows of the waiting hall. The decree makes no mention of the rogue trader being exempt from this rule. I don't want to choose 4 because I don't know what will happen. If I must queue, then queue I shall. Then I bid you good day. May the law and the Emperor keep you. And this is where we become heretic votary by waiting.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Okay. Let's see what we can. Let's check the place first. Some goods. What is it? Task list for current work turn. Compose an order for the servitorization of 90% of the population of asteroid mining station VMK 498 for the purposes of increasing productivity. Prepare a set of documents for the reclassification of the world Weibo seeks as a penal colony on the orders of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius, tasked the newly appointed adepts of the Administratum with conducting a review of all unresolved petitions in the last 5911 cycles. Make a big mug of recaf. Okay, let's pick this.
The world will bow.
Stop! There!
Interesting. Yeah. I can't take it because you're too close to it, I guess. Regiments of the Astra Militarum sent to the frozen world of Venegar II required supplies of warm clothing, footwear, and snowshoes for a successful combat maneuver with a further offensive against the enemies of humanity and the Emperor. Due to a gross error by a low-ranking adept of the Adeptus Administratum, instead of the aforementioned supplies, Soldier received 800 cryobanks, resulting in the death by freezing of the majority of troops before the commencement of the mission of retribution. For the purposes of improving efficiency, the adept responsible was subjected to servitude in perpetuus, as a result of which he is now discharging his duties flawlessly. I bet he is.
Intriguing.
So I can't. Okay. Can go there. Can go there. Who is it? Deputy Prefect? Don't think I can go anywhere else. Bundles of wires have been ripped out of the servitor's neck, and a yellow fluid is sipping from its damaged zones. How hungry would a person have to be to do this? Take your place in the queue. I don't know why, but during my first playthrough, I was not able to find this place. Maybe it was a bug, but I could not wait. Well, I have waited, but nothing will happen, so it was very, very frustrating. The queue hums with thousands of voices. Someone has rolled out bedding and is sitting down to sleep. Someone is playing some bizarre musical instrument. Many are praying. Several highborn petitioners are debating who is here on the most important business. You have to admit, the magnificent administrative machinery of the Imperium isn't without its rough edges. Jay smiles sheepishly, eyeing the queue. But what a thrilling adventure this is turning out to be, Sherin. I've never seen anything like it before. And sometimes it's good to take a break from constant traveling, and to give all the hot-blooded newcomers a chance to cover themselves in glory without Earth in the way. Yawn. The minutes drag by intolerably slowly. Somewhere in the queue a child is howling at the top of its lungs. The palace adepts are sedately moving documents from one pile to another, shuffling papers. Several petitioners have gathered in a huddle and are swapping rumors, while someone has laid down for a nap on a nearby bench. Scratch the back of your neck. You have whiled away 30 seconds of your wait. You wonder how long you have left to go. Count the people in the queue. The people are constantly moving, coming and going, changing places or simply disappearing from view. On your first attempt you count 238 petitioners. This is going to take some time. On your second attempt you count 244. On your third attempt the next batch of unlucky souls is ushered into the hall and you lose count. Order your servants to prepare a waiting area befitting a rogue trader. 1 hour later, you feel the envious eyes on the other petitioners upon you. But no one dares to do anything more than stare. Wait patiently. 8 hours later. In the last 8 hours, the only thing that has changed in the waiting hall is the warden shift. The petitioners in the queue placidly await the blessed hour when the appeal will be heard by the high-ranking servants of the Imperium. The entire queue perks up at a sudden announcement. Number 285, proceed to the available window. Throne take me. What torturous trial have we let ourselves in for? Jay almost wails in despair. So much precious time lost, and we have only moved 3 places ahead. At this rate, we will be old and grey before we get out of this queue, Sherin. Do not forget, you are the reason we are here. And that was the will of the Exalted One, Sherin. Jay throws up her arms and lowers her head. And the Exalted One has granted me insight as to how, with a simple wave of your hand and a few wise words, we can ease our arduous weights. The simplest way is to make these lowly subjects bow down before the blinding radiance of our title, Sherin. The second option requires a little more patience. I have already found our first victim, the compassionate citizen who is standing 50 places ahead of us in the queue. Simply offer the right words to unlock his heart and he will gladly swap tickets with you. And also, you have the power to solve the problems of some petitioners, removing their need to visit a coveted window. After all, is there anything an ordinary citizen could want that is beyond the power of the Conqueror of the Stars to grant? Whatever you are thinking, let me check this. Open fire on the crowd. Let's go. I'm curious about 3. Whatever you are thinking, do it. You do not need to tell me twice, Sherin. All is fair in love and bureaucracy. No, did you hear that? The certification officers will only see petitioners who have a sign number ticket. Thanks be to the Exalted One. I managed to get one in the next queue over. The palace of the Adventus Administratum is a bulk ward of order in the Von Vanenchus Protectorate. Sniper. No one told me about any tickets. I've been standing here 7... Okay. If these ashmags want to be tricked, I won't stop them. Jay smugly watches the agitated crowd, whispering among themselves and jabbing each other with sheaves of paper. We have moved forward considerably in the queue, Sherin, but you aren't ready to stop there, are you? I will be honest, Sherin. I already tried to convince Heinrich to use his interrogator's rosette with sweet words and pretty songs. I cajoled and wielded. But he remains unmoved, like a rock wiped by the winds. Perhaps he will be more amenable to a request from you. Sister Argenta, for instance. Jay's voice becomes noticeably warmer. She could engage the people in a prayer or tell a story about some saint or other in exchange for their queue tickets. The people will be amazed if you show them your tamed Xenos. They will drop everything they are holding, including their tickets, and come to goggle at her. I guarantee it. We need to move forward, faster. Use your tricks. I would prefer to call it my wisdom learned through many years' experience. But I don't care about the precise wording just now. How do you wish to proceed, Sherin? Let's go with Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, I believe these people have been gripped by despondency. A sermon from one of his daughters could restore to them their determination. You were thinking about it as well? Argenta's gaze is as clear as a midday sky. Words of faith can heal any wound, even those that bleed naught but doubt. I will help these people. Come closer, brother and sisters, for I am about to tell you about true faith and humility in the face of adversity. One day, they appealed to Saint Justina. 2 hours later. As they say on Ifrit, there is no star more coveted than that which points to the Exalted One. Jay cast a sidelong glance at the Sister of Battle, as the latter holds out several numbered tickets to you. These were given to me in thanks by the poor souls who decided to abandon their vigil in this place of the law and return to their worldly matters. We have moved forward considerably in the queue, Sherin, but you aren't ready to stop there, are you? Heinrichs, this is a perfect opportunity to make use of your privileged status. After all, you do not wish to suspend your mission for several cycles, do you? Casting his eyes over the waiting hall, Heinrichs heaves a resigned sigh. It would be unpardonable to waste so much time here. In the name of the Holy Inquisition, I order you to let this lord through. It is your sacred duty to the Imperium to comply. The Inquisition here? Emperor, save us. I would better come back in 20 moons. I should better come back in 20 moons. Here. Is this what you were so desperate to obtain? Heinrichs holds out 3 queue tickets dropped by petitioners, fleeing the very sight of the interrogator. Do not ask me to resort to such tricks again. We moved forward considerably in the queue, Sherin, but you aren't ready to stop there, are you? I don't want to use a Iliad this way. Let's try to... I'm curious about the problems I could be able to solve. We shall solve the problems of the common people. A wise decision, Sherin. Gold traders always say, if you can solve a problem with hard cash, then that is just the cost of doing business. Jay gives you a conspiratorial wink and backs away slightly. Oh, Exalted One. Could today be my lucky day? No longer will I have to stand in this hall, waiting day and night for my turn to come, for this kind Lord of House von Bonanchus is a benefactor of the downtrodden, and he has solved my problem. Esteemed Lord, take pity on this poor youth as well. I will give you everything I have, I swear before the Emperor. Only help me solve my problem. We do not need everything, poor wretch. Only your place in the queue. Listen to the young man. The young man in worn work overalls comports himself with unusual grace for a commoner. My lord, I have been in this queue for 2,000 moons already, trying to get a permission slip to wed my fiancée Zavi. Unfortunately, the servants of the Administratum refused to grant it without the signature of a highborn sponsor. Out of my way! Elbowing aside onlookers left and right, a richly dressed lady with a beauty mark augment above her lip charges toward you. Esteemed Lord, my 8th offspring has lost his mind. He has decided to renounce his family, his noble title, and his talent as a healer, all for the sake of some tattered waif from the middle levels. A union with a commoner will put an end to his studies at the university, but should Dagonus and the Officiale Medicae be deprived of a capable chirurgeon because of a passing fancy? Zazie is a healer too, and she helps the people of the Hive a great deal more than any lily-white chirurgeon with a diploma. I do not want to live a life of idleness in the spires of Dagonus like you, not when I know there are thousands of unfortunate people in the lower levels who need my help. Let's just say that Severin is starting to get bored, and he's going to choose one because he wants to help the guy, but he's not too concerned about it. I have no interest in your little drama. I will sign the paper if you require a sponsor. Thank you, my lord. I promise I will tell my children and my children's children of your kindness. You have an interesting way of doing business, Shireen. I will keep that in mind. Jay's shrewd eyes are alight with interest as she watches the young petitioner leave. After allowing you a brief pause, a hunched ragamuffin approaches you. The old man's toothless mouth breathes out a putrefying cloud of air as he speaks only 3 words: death for life. Jay peers over the man's shoulder to read his crumpled form. You are here to request mortification, so that your organs go to your granddaughter as an inheritance? So we'd hardly want your own worn-out body parts, old-timer? She will hardly want your worn-out body parts, old-timer. The ragman shakes his head and covers his face with his wrinkled hands. Servitor disposal. Is it a servitor? Only now do you notice the tattoo on his right hand, the symbol of the Abdetus Administratum and several interlocking chains. It seems this old fellow is the property of a prefect of this palace. Jay looks at the man form again, and rears back in horror. The granddaughter of this poor wretch was turned into a servitor 16 Dagonus years ago, and after a recent accident, she was listed for disposal. And now this old man is volunteering to be spare parts for a soulless tin can. May the Exalted One keep me from such a fate. Let me see. I like 3. You do not have to die, old man. If she has been taken out of service, then the time has come to release her. I think I'm going to choose this one, but let's think about it. Or maybe one. I'm curious about what he will have to say. Your sacrifice will mean nothing to a servitor. You do realize that? The old man's toothless mouth opens in pain, seemingly splitting his face in two, and his salty tears well in his time-worn eyes. You do not have to die, old man. If she has been taken out of service, then the time has come to release her. The man covers his face with his hands and shakes with sobless sobs. Past time. Interesting. So that is how the ruler of worlds and all the stars in the sky acts when he finds an unfortunate on the edge of his magnificent orbit. Jay nods pensively and beckons the next petitioner forward. A mature woman in a finely made but threadbare dress greets you. I heard you were helping those in need. Well, my family, it's devastated. My life's work, oh, my shop selling rare arts, burned to ashes. I am living out my last years as a widow, alone in a cold, deserted manor, without servants, diversions, or delicacy befitting my status. The woman falls silent, her brow raised in expectation of your response. No, I'm not going to give it give her 3 profit factor, no way. Let's choose 4. And what you want is a life that is meaningless and full of despair? Perhaps it is time you turn to faith, sister. Let me think. Is it out of character? I think he is playing with her, so he should be able to say that. Let's go with 1. I think 1 is better. I suppose you must remarry then. I shall have my people select the best spouse for you. No. Why ever would you? No more husbands or wives. I am too old for all of that. All I want is to enjoy the last years. All I want is to enjoy the last years of my life. Let's go with 3 then. And what you want is a life that is meaningless and full of despair? Perhaps it is time you turn to faith, sister. The woman's eyes go round in surprise. Why, I think you are right. What do I want with a tumble-down manor house full of rats and a depressing view from the window? My whole life I have dreamt of interplanetary travel, a pilgrimage, that's it. I will sell the house and what is left of the shop, and I will buy a one-way ticket. And Emperor willing, I will die happy before my savings run out. Three hours later. Well, that was amusing. I paid off the last few onlookers who were willing to give up their place. It's a pity they aren't all so amenable. Jay inspects the tickets she now holds and nods with satisfaction. We are moved forward considerably in the queue, Sherin, but you aren't ready to stop there, are you? Okay, I think this is it. I'm done with the place. Open fire on the crowd. Why go to any effort when I can simply shoot everyone here? Should have done this earlier. Nice. Someplace.
Embrace true
Can I?
power.
No, I can. I still can go over there, but good. I guess this is here. 2 gleaming ocular lenses peer at you from beneath the shaking counter. What is it you wanted, master? throw the paper in the officer's face. Take care of that. Without further ado, the certification officer picks up the document and begins feverishly filling in numerous forms. His augmented ocular eyes wear as the lenses zoom in and out. With quiet scratching sounds, the Cogita quills that serve in place of the adept's fingers make notes on a fine sheet of paper. Here, please, take it, Master. Return to the Master of Seals in order to proceed, and may his light and wisdom guard you. Finally. Wait, let me check. Who is it? Deputy Prefect, the Master of Seals. Okay. The Temple of Law and Order greets you, Serran von Barlanchus. You have returned with all the necessary paperwork, I presume? Here, all of the seals placed by a certification officer. Wonderful. The Emperor blessed you with patience greater than that apportioned to ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents for the final time. The old woman holds the documents close so that they are almost touching her nose, her mechanical ocular lenses clicking insistently. Yes, yes, confirmed. Everything is in order. And this one, the seal is smudged slightly. Come on. Jay's smile evaporates, revealing her true emotions. Void scorpions scratch out my eyes. Now what? Come on. I suppose I can overlook it. Good. Given that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, J. Adari. You are now the holder of a Mercatum Tabula Officiale. Do not forget to repeat the certification process every 100 Terran years. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the words of the Coronus Expanse. And one more thing. Loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression, Mistress Adari. Lose the original document and you will be unable to regain your status as an official trade representative, not even with the rogue trader's endorsement. Yes, yes, esteemed Damar, give me the certificate already, come on. Jay's eyes dart over the Mercatum Tabula Officiale and shine with delight. Praise the Exalted One, who saw me through all these trials, Sherin. This is something to tell the grandchildren about, how a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the Damar any longer, Sherin. Why don't we discuss our next steps on the ship?
I tread a path unexplored.
Can I... Yeah, I don't think I can interact with him. Let's go back to the bridge. Let's talk to Jay.
Sherin, light of my eyes, giver of boons and savior of the needy. From now on, 2 sons will grace the firmament of the Font Valancius Protectorate. One bright and powerful, like the rogue trader himself, and the other slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all around delight, Jai Hidari. As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen. Just give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonis to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people, O master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen, from the bottom of my humble heart.
Let's go with 5. You presume too much, Hidari. We are not partners. Keep making yourself useful.
You are welcome to call our relations whatever you like, Shireen. After all, words are wind and mean little. But you took good care of me, and so I would like to take care of you. And go slightly beyond the strict terms of our agreement. Here, I have brought a small gift as a token of gratitude. And may the Exalted One keep watching over the paths that you tread.
When the wearer ends a turn, they remove burning, bleeding, and toxin negative effects from themselves and all adjacent allies. The wearer gains +3 temporary wounds for each negative effect removed that way. And it's linked to toughness. Okay. I will see you later.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Jay laughs and binds you farewell with a wink, as always. I think I'm going to check something else. I think I want to talk to the Choir Master, because we have a quest called Ablution in Blood. I could try to talk to him and see what's going to happen. Okay, let's see if I can do something over here. I don't think I will be able to do anything else. At least not now. Let's continue then. Let's go to the chapel. We are going to take... I'm not sure about Heinrich's. Let's be careful. I'm going to choose Abelard for this one. And maybe Idira. Let's go. Zachary. Choirmaster Vice turns toward you long before you reach him. A chill runs down your spine, as if someone were watching you from inside your own being. Oh, I just failed the willpower. Because I am alone. Okay. The strange sensation passes as suddenly as it arises. The Choirmaster shakes his head. I know why you are here, your lordship, and with all due respect, I am asking you to reconsider. I think I'm going to go with 1. Get out of my thoughts, Vice. This is your first and last warning. The Choirmaster makes a wry face. I thought you have caught him doing something reprehensible. Apologies, your lordship. It was force of habit. I swear I will never again intrude upon your mind's pith without permission. Your predecessor came to me with the same orders once. Nothing good came of it. Please believe me, Lord Captain, when I say a mountain of corpses was a list of the problems we faced that time. So you say you have performed the ritual before for Theodora? Many years ago. It was a time when Lady Theodora had become anxious. Perhaps the Lord Inquisitor's interest in her affairs adversely affected her, shall we say, trust in her own subjects. She was expecting a betrayal, and eventually a paranoia brought her to me. I performed the ritual, but the choir ceased to exist. I remember that day, Lord Captain. When we arrived at the chapel, there was blood and human remains everywhere. But that was the least of the terrifying things we saw there. What is the nature of this ritual? It takes the entire choir's power to invade such a prodigious number of minds at once. I weave their voices into a chord and steer it into the murky sea of other people's souls. Together we read tens of thousands of thoughts, emotions, and intents, looking for the thing we are after, the seed of corruption you are interested in. Why are you so worried about the ritual? Lord Captain, do you know the proverb about staring too long into the abyss? What you are asking for is tantamount to plunging the entire choir into that abyss. A ritual like that will require incredible focus from each of its participants. It will take a single careless thought, a single glance in the wrong direction, for the way back to be lost. Human minds fusing into one another, vitrified organs inside still living bodies, perversive fantasies manifesting in the flesh. Nothing will stop the horrors of the warp from spreading all over the ship in the blink of an eye. And even if I agreed, it would be impossible. I would need a second powerful telepath as a defender to shield my mind. The last time my best apprentice, Adeline, did that, but she is no longer with us. She was exceptionally talented, rivaling even myself. Now I know of only one Psyker in the entire expanse who is her equal, but he is bound to the service of one of House Winterscale's planetary governors, and thus unavailable to us, which makes your dangerous enterprise an impossibility. How bad was it? Worse than you can imagine, your lordship. It only took a fraction of a second lingering inside another mind for one of the astropaths to lose control of their own. The affliction spread down the chain like fire. No one was spared. The minds of my charges could not withstand the tension. Their consciousness were caught in a vortex of alien thoughts. The fortunate ones died at once. As for the rest, Argenta makes the sign of the Aquila. Protect the souls of the stricken and take them under your wing. That your faithful servants may find peace. How did you survive? I managed to send out a call for help and did my best to contain the phantoms of my own before Lady Terra arrived. I was the only survivor out of the entire choir. A ladyship allowed me to spend a month in a secluded cell, upon whose floor and walls I drew the most powerful protective hexagrams I knew. I was crushed, I was broken, and worst of all, I was afraid of meeting the same fate as Adeline and my other apprentices. An astropath must never be afraid, your lordship. One who leads to fear dies and dooms those around them. How did you replenish the choir? Lady Theodora bombarded the Adeptus Administratum for months with the request to provide her with a new astropathic choir. In the end, new voices did fill the chapel. They were never told what happened to the previous choir, but they have inklings, and I pray to the God Emperor that they never find out the details of that tragedy. How is a ritual like that even possible? It is akin to heresy. I don't think I'm going to say that. The important thing I am interested to know is, was the ritual successful that time? Did you find what you were looking for? The choir master cowers as if cornered. I didn't find it. I did find it. But the price, yes. Lady Theodora got the names she wanted. But was it worth it? The tragedy has remained a secret hidden within the chapel. But we were a hair's breadth away from it becoming an epitaph inscribed on the ship's remains. Let's go with 2. It is fair to say my predecessor was being herself there. Please, old captain, learn from her mistake instead of committing your own. I want to do the ritual. Let's choose 5. I'm curious about the answer. How is a ritual like that even possible? It is akin to heresy. It is not heresy, but it is indeed a dangerous tool that will only yield to a mighty hand. That time, things were going all too well. The choir was many-voiced like never before. Adeline and my other talented apprentices sounded louder than the rest of Astropath in all of the expanse. We were strong and confident enough to take a bold gamble, and we lost. I see. That is the harsh truth, your lordship. It must not be done. We can find a psyker who will help you perform the ritual. And who is it? The choir master's smile, though cautious, seems ever so slightly sarcastic. How about it, Ira? Come on, I don't think this is a good idea to choose Idira. I'm curious about it, but I'm curious about it. I could use Heinrichs. I don't trust Heinrichs, so I'm not very interested by it. I could help with the ritual, but if I am helping, what will happen? I don't really like this this one. Let me see the rest. You mentioned knowing a powerful psyker employed by the Winter Scale. Who is he? Master Erimon is a seasoned telepath, but his lord would never part with such an incredibly valuable specialist. A sizable amount of money will be necessary to organize Master Erimon's escape. Okay, let's maybe find another solution. We will find a more honorable way. And I can ask Vistenza Vayat to do it? This is interesting. Get in touch with Vistenza Vayat, Governor of Janus. I am summoning her to me. The choir master raises his eyebrows. Lady Vayat, the governor? As far as I know, she's not a psyker. Trust me, Vistenza possesses knowledge that will prove most useful. I'm not sure what will happen, but I'm curious about it, and I think you can only do this if you are going for an heretical run, so this makes sense for me at least. Yeah, let's go with this. Trust me, Vistenza possesses knowledge that will prove most useful. Vice Thrones, clearly tormented by dark suspicions. I am worried by all this reticence and omission, but I will not presume to argue with your lordship. The journey from Janus will take some time. I will report back when Lady Wyatt arrives.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
I don't think I can do much over there. Let's go back. Let's go to the bridge. And maybe let's talk to Tabula.
Domin.
Tabula puts away the dagger she has been using to reopen a freshly closed wounds. I want to talk about us.
I'm here, Domin.
I want to go somewhere private with you.
Come. We will open our souls to each other. So, sitting on your throne has not cost you your flexibility. That is a welcome discovery.
I was not expecting that. Where is my hidden room? I don't even remember. I'm not sure. Okay.